Hey YouTube, I'm back doing my braces update. This is my first video. I got my braces on May 31st and it'll be 3 months, the 31st of this month. So far I have seen some progress, not as much, but I can tell that my teeth have shifted. I can say that um, you can tell which teeth are moving because they're tender, like when you press on them. At one point, I had one tooth. It's only really like these four teeth right here that are like moving or that hurts or that's tender. Um, One day I was like, because they said when your teeth loosen up, they actually wiggle, and I wanted to see if my teeth would wiggle. So I wiggled one, and it sent shockwaves through my body. It was like, oh my gosh. And then I kept doing it all day. Not saying that I like pain, but it's just like, is this for real? So, um, yeah, so anyway, that's that. I had two appointments. My first one, all they did was change like 3 to 4 of the wire ties they have around my brackets. I don't have the rubber bands. I just have like the wire ties right now. Um, my second appointment, they took out my wire and added another wire to it, so I have like two in one, I guess you can say, to straighten out my teeth even more. Um, After that, I could tell the difference as far as like the tightness. Like a few days, my teeth were kind of achy, but not enough to take any medicine. The only part that hurt the worst was when the lady, when she was actually putting both wires, she had to go like bracket to bracket to put the wire between. She was like pressing on some of my teeth, and yeah, it was kind of hurting really bad. She could tell by my face, and she was like, "Ooh, ooh." She was like making a noise for me because I can't say anything, and I was just like shaking my head, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" So really, um, it was on like two teeth, like one of these, and this tooth right here. Um, it's it was pushed back, I guess you could say. So it's kind of like in a crossbite with the one at my with my teeth at the bottom. So with that one, she had to kind of like, I don't know how to explain it really. It's just like your teeth not lined up, so you having to work it in a little bit more. So yeah, that one kind of hurt a little bit. Um, So I have noticed with the one that's pushed back, it's starting to come forward, but it's really not going to be lined up with the rest of my teeth completely until I get my bottom braces on, because the tooth at the bottom is, like I said, is in a crossbite with it. So it's kind of preventing it. It's like my tooth want to do one thing, but the bottom teeth isn't allowing it to. So until I get my bottom braces on and get the turbo bites, probably still, then all that'll start working better together. Um, Hygiene, they said everything looked good. I brush my teeth like 2, 3 times a day. Most of the time, twice, because when I'm at work, I work in a factory, so I can't really just, brush my teeth like I would want to when I'm at home. But I do brush them before. If I'm at work and have to go to the orthodontist, I brush them at work so I don't have to do it when I go there, so I can just go straight back. Um, what else? Also, in my last video, I said I had to get a root canal done. I got that done June the 3rd, and it was, the root canal didn't hurt. I got 4 shots, so I didn't feel anything, but the only thing that hurt the most is having your mouth open for hours. Literally, it felt like hours, and it was really over an hour. Like I had like maybe a 10-minute break, but your jaw is so sore from just being like that, it was unbearable. So the dentist didn't actually get to finish the root canal, so I had to go back the following week so that they could finish it. um it was just, it's just your mouth isn't meant to be open for that long, so they should come up with a better system as far as fixing it. But other than that, the second time I went, I didn't even get a shot because I can't feel anything. So, that was really maybe 45 minutes, but the first go around it was like an hour. Um, what else? So afterwards, my tooth, well, my not my tooth, but my gum, it didn't really swell. I didn't get any type of medicine for the pain because I really didn't even have any pain afterwards. Maybe some swelling, but then that morning I took some ibuprofen and it went away. Um, what else? The dentist really didn't describe what he was doing as he was doing it, so I can't really go into detail. I just know they pretty much took the filling out, went in and dug the decay out, which smelled really, really bad. I mean, really, really bad. And they cleaned all that out. They put some stuff in it that smelled like Clorox. I don't know. But that's what it smelled like. I guess to freshen everything up. But afterwards, like my mouth didn't taste nasty, but it smelled really bad coming out. So, like I said, I had that infection, I guess. I had a little bit, but I had that problem for like over 10 years, and I know that's like, wow, why you wait so long to get it fixed? But it really didn't bother me like that. It's like every once in a while my gum would flare up, but then it would like go away. But the only reason why I really got it done was because I got braces. And the reason why I didn't get it pulled is because it's a molar, my first molar, and when you get a molar pull, that hole never closed. So I would either had to get a bridge or an implant, and I didn't want to do either one of those. So I just had to bite the bullet and get a root canal. Um, Also, I go back in September to get my spacers again in between the tooth that had the root canal. And then the following week, I go back in to get the band around that tooth. And then hopefully by October sometime, I might get my bottom braces on. I'm still not sure, but I'm just ready to get it going so I can just get it going. And so I can see more progress. And I still like my braces. All my friends like my braces. I can't wait to be able to choose some colors. I think at my orthodontist they don't let you choose colors until your teeth actually start to move a little bit more and you can get a thicker wire. And even though I have 2-in-1, I guess you could say, pretty much it still give me the force or the pressure as a thicker wire would, but you only get a thicker wire when your teeth are lined up and straight, if that makes sense, if I'm saying it correctly. Okay. So, I like to do a lot of research, so I look into stuff before I say it, and I try to explain it the best way I can, but you can always look it up though. Also, I don't really use any special toothpaste or nothing like that. I just use Colgate, the 12-hour protection kind. And when I floss, I actually use these little things, plackers, and they actually come in handy. I got these from Walmart. They were like $1.57, and this is what they look like right here. You can see it. And this part right here actually go in between the bracket like this. And you just pretty much go through all your teeth like that. Now I can say, at first when I got them, I couldn't get them in between the tooth that was kind of pushed back. And then eventually when my teeth start shifting, I could get it in between. And then when I went back and got the wire and stuff changed, I had to deal with that issue again. And I couldn't get it between that, which was right here. But now I can get it in between. My front teeth, my wire have some type of metal piece around it, so I can't get it in between those two either. So I just use regular floss to get it in between those. And on the bottom, I use this steel. I like this little part because you can actually bend it back and go between, your teeth, which is really handy. It's rubber, so it ain't like it's gonna cut you and hurt or nothing. So that's pretty much it. My next update, it'll probably be when I get my bottom braces on. I try to space it out because really when you first get braces, stuff don't really happen as quick, so it's really no point to me to just keep doing videos and I'm not really having nothing to talk about. So yeah, I didn't really use any wax. Um, they didn't really cut me up or anything. The one thing I can say is I notice when I'm doing a lot of laughing or talking that the inside of my mouth get kind of, I guess, sensitive because I guess they're rubbing up against the inside of my mouth, and it kind of make you a little sore. But then after a while, they just go away. But I guess that just can't be avoided because I like to laugh and talk sometimes. So, however, that's really it. I guess if you have any questions, I go on YouTube a lot, but I don't really, do too much with it. But like I said, if you have any questions about anything, I'll try to answer them. And other than that, good luck to people that have braces. And if you're getting braces, go for it. It's not really it's a life changing event, but it's nothing to like stop you in your tracks. Actually, before I got them, I was doing a lot of research, and I felt like when I got them, oh my gosh, I wasn't going to be able to eat and talk, and I thought everything was going to just be bad. And once I got them, yeah, for me, my teeth, I couldn't even eat chips. I couldn't even eat like a Kit Kat because the pressure of just biting it, yeah, it hurt because my teeth were sensitive. But it wasn't unbearable to the point where I was like constantly taking medicine or crying or whatever. Because I hear a lot of people saying that it's just they hate them. But I guess it's just different for everybody depending on your case. But yeah, it took mine about maybe 2.5 weeks to actually get to the point where I could like start chewing like regular hard stuff without having to bite slowly and be like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take forever. So yeah, I kind of exaggerated about that. So um, yeah, it is life changing, but it's nothing to stop you from getting them. And it's just some stuff you just gotta deal with if you want pretty straight teeth or whatever, just depending on what you're getting. But I'm just starting to babble. So anyway, that's pretty much it for now, and I'll see y'all later.